there, welcome to today's video. This video for this week from my blog and website, Lights for Jesus, or if you're on our YouTube channel, if you're just catching it here, either way, welcome. I'm glad you're here, taking your time and tuning in to this video. So yeah, as always, I'm excited to do these videos, and glad that you're connecting and with me here. And so I continue to do these, even though it's getting busier for me now this time of year. And I don't know where you're located, where you live, and what you're doing. If you're in the garden and got a garden stuff going on, or you're still right in the middle of homeschooling, maybe you're winding down, but life is probably still fairly busy for you too. So you understand where I'm coming from. Yeah, I'm a mother of 9, so homeschooling from ages 19. He's graduated that all the way down, and then my little one a year. So very busy and in the garden and stuff. And I still want to continue these videos this summer to encourage and other mothers in their walk with the Lord, and so yeah, today I'm going to read some scripture, and this one's kind of just about balancing time, finding our priorities, and how do we keep up with everything and still keeping up with the most important things in life, keeping up with what really matters, what's really important when you're a mother of children. And that is what I want to encourage you with. And when I was thinking, I'm just overwhelmed almost sometimes of all the things that I have to do, especially in the garden. And I don't like weeds. We're trying to, if you see my garden video, I'm going to be doing another one soon too. That is a big thing. Try to keep it clean, but that is a lot of work. A lot of work to keep up a garden. A lot of work to keep up yard. Well, I don't do my one son does on the morning, he keeps up the yard, but you know, if you have a flower bed, keeping up the flower bed and all these things, I'm just like, man, is all of this so important, because I've got my children to pour into, and or I need to be taking care of myself properly, you know, for spiritual needs and for rest, and it's really important. So that's what I'm kind of dealing with and struggling with right now, is how do you kind of get it all done yet without overdoing it. Some things just kind of got to go. And so I was thinking of that place in the Bible that talks about the story of Mary and Martha. And so I'm going to read that. You're probably very familiar with that too. So when I read that, I thought, how does that apply to me? What can I learn from that? Where can I kind of slow down and be more like Mary and a little less of busy Martha trying to get everything done? So I'm going to read that, and then we will talk about that. So it's in Luke 10, verses 38 to 42. Okay, verse 38. Now it came to pass as they went that he entered into a certain village, and a certain woman named Martha received him into her house. And she had a sister called Mary, which also sat at Jesus' feet and heard his word. But Martha was cumbered about much serving, and came to him and said, Lord, dost thou not care that my sister hath left me to serve alone? Bid her therefore that she help me. So here was Martha, busy preparing for the company, and tending up and getting the meal. And you know that everything was done a little harder back then. We didn't have our running water, electricity to run the egg beater, and your electric stove, and whatever else that we have to make cooking easier. And even now, and even still, it is time consuming, right? So there is Martha, busy trying to prepare, and she's asking Jesus, can you not bid Mary to come help me? In verse 41, and Jesus answered and said unto her, Martha, Martha, thou art careful and troubled about many things, but one thing is needful, and Mary has chosen that good part, which shall not be taken away from her. Wow, that's what I really, when I read that, I was like, so Martha was careful and troubled about many things. So she was doing important things. She was doing, some necessary things. But it says Mary has chosen the good part. And I think I just was like, how can I be more like Mary, and yet I got to be the Martha too, keeping up with all of the things. And I can see that it sounds like that he is actually saying that was more, she was learning from Jesus, learning from him, and that was probably the one that was really, that's what's really was really important, even though the other things are important. um that was what was really, she chose the good thing, what was really, yeah, more most important, I think. And so we have to try to find that balance, and it's going to look different in everybody's home. What is your top priorities? And but trying to find that balance, and I think in doing that, then we can kind of be more peaceful, be at rest, and know when to just stop. Sure, there's still weeds in the garden, but I can just stop. Okay, that's enough for now. I'm going to make sure I'm focusing on my children, make sure I'm focusing on you know, my needs, that if I'm just needing to take a nap, or just to sit down with my Bible or a good book, or just sit down with the children and read, and just to take that time. And I want to encourage you to do that too. And there's some things that can just go. You know, the floor's not going to always be clean, the clothes might not always be folded, the laundry's not always done just completely, you know, then there's always, and you just got to find that time just to sit and do the most needful thing, which is being there for our children in the moment, and taking time to fill ourselves spiritually so we can pour into our children and pour into others. Um, you know, we can be so focused on the things that are not of eternal, and there's going to be constantly, these things are just constant over and over, like the weeding. Like I said, it just, the weeds do not go away, and there's going to be a constant every, basically most every day, or just every couple of days all summer. And so I really got to focus on um, what would be the better thing to do with my time, and to and I can connect with the children out there too. I talked about that when I was in the garden, that we really can use that time to connect and to talk, and so I make the most of it, for sure. But I'm just gonna learn to relax and kind of just close my eyes to those kind of things a bit, so that I can focus on what's most important. It reminds me of two poems that I've written in my little mothering book that I put together in the summer of 2017. I finished this, and there's a couple of poems in the back that I want to read that really kind of focus on that. And they talk about the fragility of life, basically, too. That was that spring that we had lost our 14-year-old son. He had died in a quad accident. I mean, he was simply here one moment and gone the next. And that's what really helped me to get things into focus, was that, you know, life is short. It can be very short in some circumstances, you know. And just like what is really important, if you know, if our children aren't always going to be with us, what do we want to really be spending our time with our children? What is really important? What are things that can be left to go? And that's kind of where these poems come from, was from that thinking, that that it just really helped me to put things into focus of what was really important and what wasn't. And so, yeah, I'm going to read these. Oh, that was the second poem. Okay, my first poem right here. Right, it says, the life of a mom is a busy one. Each new day we find at least 100 little things needing done. And at the end of the day, no time for it all we found. But after it is all said and done, there is only a mere handful of things that's really important. These are feeding our children both physically and spiritually, giving them our love and attention, guidance and correction. If we make these our top priorities, then all the rest will fall into place. We needn't stress over the little things, but only focus on the God things. So then it's talking about the things that are really, they're really important. That yes, every day, you know, there's going to be 100 little things needing to be done, but after it's all said and done, you know, there's a mere handful of things that are really vitally important. And these are feeding our children both physically and spiritually, and giving them your love, your time, your attention, your guidance, your correction, your counsel, your words of wisdom. These are the things that are really, really important when it comes down to it. It really matters. And the next poem says, in all life has to offer, there is no role like motherhood. So love it, embrace it, and give it all you got. 'Tis one life we have to live, and we know not how long we have. So pour into your children your love, your time, and the word of God each and every day. Don't put off till tomorrow what you should say today. Focus on the important and let the trivial go. Give them your best and give them God. And remember each new day that we rise is a true gift from God. And the life he has given us is nothing short of a miracle. Oh, I think I missed a piece. Give them God. And remember each new day that we rise is a true gift from God. And the life he has given us is nothing short of a miracle. So give mothering all you got. And that again is saying just really pour your all into it. Be all there, all for them, and focused and get and remembering what is the true important things, and just try to let the trivial and the little things go. The things that's just gonna perish for the world, but focus on the eternal. Focus on um, what it's gonna grow them up to be the man and the woman that you want them to be. That's going to bring their heart closer to God. And yeah, life of a mother is busy, um, but we want to focus on the things that God really wants us to be putting our time into. And there's a lot of things that I think that we keep ourselves busy as mothers that is really not what God intended for us. We're running here and there and doing this and that and having our children and numerous things. And He never intended that for us. He never expected us. He expected that of us. He doesn't expect that of us. That those are not the things that is raising the men and women for Him that is needful. So in your home, figure out what things that is that you really don't have to do, and put the time to the things that God does want you to be doing for them, and just see what that is. Go to in the Word, go in prayer, and see what that is. And yeah, slow your life down a little bit. That's what I just want to encourage you. Slow your life down, and focus more on God. And yeah, that's important, and not just to be running ourselves ragged here and there. And yeah, I may have repeated myself a few times, but I just that's what I want to do today. That for me, yeah, I could have been out weeding in the garden, but I said no, I'm going to do that after lunch. And I had to help with school this morning, so that of course was top priority still. I got to help with school, so we did that, and then I'm like, I really wanted to do a podcast and a video, so I came out to do this, and I might still be able to do the podcast here yet, and then it's out in the garden. And when I'm out there, I am, of course, going to be talking to the kids about God and different things, and having great conversations out there. And I will be doing another gardening video coming really soon, I think next week. So if you have seen the gardening video that I did, the previous one, my stuff wasn't up very tall, but we even got to eat our first spinach the other day. Of course, I don't want to spoil that. That's for my garden video, but yeah, if you want to see what's going on in the garden, and of course some spiritual nuggets, some spiritual insight with me, then catch me on the next one. I think the very next video will be in the garden. But yeah, watch out for it. And as always, stay strong for God. Stay in the Word. Stay filled up, and so that you can pour into your family, and to be on guard for what is right and what's wrong, to stand against things, and to keep your home free of things that's not God honoring. Okay, until next time.